everybody. I picked out a silly story for you today. And it's called Who Wet My Pants? It's a little silly. The story is written by Bob Shea. He's the author. And illustrations are by Zachariah O'Hora. This part of the book is called the front cover. This is the spine. And this is the back cover of the book. And on the back cover of the book, I see this great word called compassion. Compassion is when you let the feelings you have connect to feelings someone else might have. And maybe you can show them a little extra kindness if they're having a hard time or having a moment where maybe they don't have everything they need. Your heart just kind of lets them feel your kindness. It's called compassion. So it says, compassion is no accident. And I see some more little troopers back here. They look like little scouts. And I see they're each wearing a uniform. My friend on the front cover here is also wearing a uniform. He's got some badges, a troop number 7 and 3. Let's see what happens in this silly story. Oh, these are parts of their uniform too. These are called badges. These badges are all shaped like a circle. Who wet my pants? And at the end of the title, I see this question mark here. It's a little squiggle with a dot on the bottom. And we use it when we're asking something. He's asking, who wet my pants? So let's see if we can figure out this mystery. Now I see these different color bubbles. The bubbles are connected near the face of the person who's talking. So as we read the story, you're going to see a lot of colorful bubbles, and it kind of points, the little triangle points to the speaker of what's inside the bubble. Come and get 'em. I got all your favorites. Chocolate frosted for Jared and Julia, pink for Oscar, rainbow sprinkles for Lindsay, gross maple bacon for Tim and Teddy, Boston cream for Kelly, and blueberry crunch in a separate bag for Bigfoot, who thinks it's weird when donuts touch. This little guy back here, I see the bubble coming out of his area, so he's saying, ahem. What the? All right. Who wet my pants? Somebody better come clean about my wet pants. Oh, sure, it's all chipper, cheery, chatty town when I bring donuts. But when someone wets my pants, everybody clams up. And when you clam up, you kind of tighten your lips and get quiet. Right? A clam has the shell. It closes. Kind of like your lips might close if you're getting quiet. No one wants to say anything about who wet his pants. Fine. No one gets donuts until I get answers. I'll get to the bottom of my wet pants if it's the last thing I do. Hey Tim, bet you picked up some pretty great tricks before you ran away from the circus. What was the big top showstopper? Was it wetting my pants? Tim didn't wet your pants, Reuben. It was probably just an accident. Oh, you seem to know an awful lot about who wet what when vis-a-vis my pants. Well, Mr. All the Answers, here's one simple question. Did you wet my pants? And I see that word you is written in a bright color, kind of stand out from the rest of the question. So that's why I said it a little differently than I said the other words in the question. Did you wet my pants? Can you try that? Did you wet my pants? And there's that question mark again. And here I see Bigfoot. He's really big. He can't even fit on the page. Gosh, I used to wet my pants all the time. We all understand. Oh, really? All the time, you say? Wet pants are old hat, are they? You know something, Bigfoot? I'm not even sure I believe in you. If I did, I'd have one thing to say. Did you wet my pants? Don't worry about it, Reuben. It could happen to anyone. And I see his friend here is trying to have compassion for him and understand maybe he had an accident, right? Maybe Reuben wet his own pants. And Reuben says, but it didn't happen to anyone. It happened to me. And all I want is justice. Justice and dry pants. You know what's worse than the damp, uncomfortable feeling? My so-called friends try and cover it up. Well, guess what? I blame all of you. That's right. You all wet my pants. I see he's having some really big feelings. His brows are turned up to show that he's maybe feeling angry at his friends because he thinks they wet his pants. And we see here at the end, it's not a squiggle on top, it's a straight line and then a dot, which is called an exclamation point. We use this excited mark when we're really angry, or we want to get loud, or we're really excited. So when you have a big emotion thing to say, you end it with one of these, a line and a dot. It's called an exclamation point. So he is exclaiming, you all wet my pants. Look, here's all I know. This morning, I helped out at the lemonade stand. You sure is drinking a lot of lemonade. Then I went for a hike to the waterfall. And later I fell asleep playing with my tropical fish. And here's his hand right in the fish tank. When I woke up, I got donuts and I came straight here. Then poof, my dry pants are wet. Pants that have never been out of my sight. Pants that I've been wearing the whole time. Which can mean one thing and one thing only. It means these pants are broken. They sprung a leak. Ugh, thanks for nothing, leaky broken pants. Making me blame all my super great friends. But if one of you guys did wet my pants, I'd forgive you. And it looks like they figured out the mystery and they're enjoying their donuts by the campfire. And here's some more of those badges shaped like a circle. That's the end of our story. So I hope that you enjoyed our silly story, Who Wet My Pants? And you're learning to have compassion for the people who are in your home, under your roof. And maybe if somebody in your house is having big feelings or has an accident or makes a mistake, you can kind of lend your feelings to help share a little kindness with them. And hopefully everyone in your house is doing the same. So I'd love to hear how you're spending your days and being compassionate and maybe being silly like this book. So I hope you have fun. Until next time, I'll see you again. Bye, friends.